ShaunaKChallengeFatLoss.com, and I want to talk to you about snacks on the run. We all know that abs are made in the kitchen and it's best to be prepared. So I always counsel my clients to always have snacks in their car, in your gym bag, in your purse, but sometimes those run out. And so if you were to stop at a 7-Eleven, today I stopped by and I picked the best things that I could find that you could choose if you had to go to a 7-Eleven or a Max or a convenience store. So let's first off start off with a protein shake. So if you go to the dairy section, you'll also often find something like a muscle milk or a protein type shake. And so this one is not a bad pick. There's 25 grams of protein in it. The next thing that I always look for is carbs. And so because it's a milk, there are carbohydrates in it, which is lactose, which is totally fine. There's 10 grams of carbs. So I want to keep my carbs down to about 10 grams per serving. So that's a reasonable amount. This actually tastes pretty good. I tried it, not a bad pick. I checked the chocolate flavor was 14 grams of carbohydrates. So, you know, you can kind of check. Vanilla was 10. There's also a light muscle milk, and it was actually just fewer calories, less protein. This had 25 grams of protein, and I think the muscle milk light had maybe only 14 grams of protein. And so I'm not specifically endorsing like this brand. I mean, it was decent. So you're going to have to read labels, but make sure your carbs are under 10 grams and the fat is about 9 grams of fat. Not a bad pick. It has to be refrigerated. Okay. If you go to the protein bar section, you may as well be going to the chocolate bar section. I had a really hard time. There was a huge selection. I was able to choose two. The thing is protein bars tend to be glorified chocolate bars, so most of them are about 40 grams of protein. So you might find that there's 30 grams of protein in it, but 40 grams of carbs. So you can do a whole lot, and most of them are sugar, so you can do a whole lot better. This one is 30 grams of protein, 34 grams of carbs, but there's sugar alcohol in this one, okay? And so they're not considered the same amount, they're metabolized different than carbohydrates. Same with this one, it is 20 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs, but there's 4 grams of fiber and 7 grams of sugar alcohol. So this one's still a little bit higher in carbohydrate, but if you were really pushed, that's probably the best you can do. At least it's got the protein. So be really cognizant of that. 40 grams of carbs, way too much. This is a great pick, hard-boiled eggs. All right, so hard-boiled eggs you can never go wrong with. You could add a banana or an apple with that to have some these are fairly high glycemic carbohydrates in the banana, but when you have the protein, it's going to slow that blood sugar down. So these are great picks. The other thing is I found a cheese string, and so you could have a cheese string and an apple, or I went to the nut section and I found some almonds. It's difficult to find. Oftentimes the nuts are sugar coated. So this one is there are 12 grams of protein with this. So apples and an apple and a handful of almonds is a great pick. You have to be careful with the serving size on this. This is one package, 55 grams, and you're going to get 350 calories. So usually you only want about 10 almonds, which is kind of hard to monitor, but when you open the package. So just be careful with that. And so these are probably, when you go into a convenience store, like there's tons of selection, but not really healthy ones. So I'd stay away from the sandwiches and the pre-made food. It's usually fried and not the best quality. So your best bet is to be eating at home, to be packing your own snacks. But if you're in a pinch, these are my best picks. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Go to my channel, leave me a comment.